Hello everybody, welcome back to the Collector's Outpost. This is John, and today we're going to take a look at the Obi-Wan Kenobi Mythos 1/6 scale from Sideshow in celebration of the new Obi-Wan Kenobi released trailer. Now, I hope we had a chance to watch it together. If not, I'll put a link up over here to the reaction video to the trailer. As of recording this video, we have about 2 months before the show actually hits Disney+, and I am so excited. The trailer was awesome. Now, the only thing about the trailer that threw me off just a little bit was the Grand Inquisitor. After I filmed the video, I posted it, and then I was like, you know what? Is that who I think it is, or is it not? Because it went by so fast. I only watched it once and recorded the reaction once, and I was like, is that the Grand Inquisitor? Because don't we already have an established look for this character already between Revenge of the Sith and Rebels? I do think they could have done a better job at that character, because I honestly didn't recognize him at the first go of the trailer. So besides that, I thought the trailer was amazing, and you hear Darth Vader at the end, and I love that in the logo of Obi-Wan Kenobi, that last letter is his lightsaber. Such a great touch. Now, I really love this figure. It looks awesome. Let's get this bad boy out and take a close look. Now, I think Sideshow did a very good job with this figure. The fabric's great, the paintwork is great, I really like the sculpt. They gave us a good amount of accessories to fiddle around with and a couple different options. Now, when I got this in the mail, the lightsaber hilt was actually broken, but I contacted Sideshow and they sent me a new one immediately, within a couple of days. This piece here comes off, and that little part was snapped off on the version I got. So they were really quick. They shipped it out within a couple days and all was good. So we have a nice array of hands. There's 7 in total. There's 2 force hands, 2 fist hands, and 2 maybe gun hands or whatever you want to call that for the rifles and stuff like that. Now, I really love that they gave us some extra lightsabers. We got Qui-Gon's lightsaber here. And then we've got the classic Skywalker saber. One of my absolute favorite lightsaber hilts. And then we've got this tiny little squirt of a thing here, is a droid collar. And then we've got a pair of goggles with red lenses. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be infrared or anything like that, but really cool touch there. And then we've got his binoculars. Really nice paintwork on there, some weathering and some dry brushing and everything there. Great detailing work on everything from the front to the back. Then we've got the pleather strap. So over here we've got a modified Tusken rifle, and we'll call this the more classic lightsaber hilts from A New Hope that we're used to seeing from way back in the day. The lightsaber hilt is done so fantastic. It is weathered. It has 2 tops. You could pull off the lightsaber top here and insert the hilt top without a saber. So you have an option if you want the blade out or the blade off. Now, the weathering work on this is amazing. You can see the rust and the grit. It just got age to it. I do have a Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber on order, and when it gets in, it's going to be very glossy and shiny. So I may have to figure out how to weather it up to kind of look more like this. So if any of you have a good video of somebody weathering up a lightsaber, please link it below so I can kind of learn a couple techniques when I get my lightsaber in. Let's take a look at the modified Tusken rifle. The paint's very nice, very little weathering on it, but it's still really cool. It's super long too. So I'm glad that they gave us these extra lightsabers, because I might actually take this Skywalker Legacy lightsaber and send that out to get one of those really nice LED blades put on. I'm sure you've seen it on the internet and tons of photos, but they're great, and I'm glad I have an extra one to put that in. So his backpack comes with a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to pull up a list that Sideshow has posted here and read off a couple of things that are on there. We've got the Clone War Armor Nomad Pack with 2 bedrolls, Portable Moisture Evaporator, Grappling Hooks, 2 Gaffy Sticks, and a Partridge in a Pear Tray. So it looks like they're kind of doing the same thing with that new Mandalorian figure too, with the chrome plate and that backpack of a whole bunch of junk. I feel like there was a conversation in the room and someone said, look, we have a whole bunch of extra accessories. Let's just put them in backpacks and just send them out. The cool thing about when they do things like this is that there's always so much stuff to kind of look at. Just looking at a little piece of detail here and a leather strap there and some string there. So just even making this video now, I feel like I'm seeing more details now that I'm kind of digging in and zooming in close to things and looking at the paint applications. I just love attention to detail. Now look at these leather pouches. I mean, they're not even sculpted, they're full leather pouches, or pleather, I want to say. They got the buttons on it, they're nicely dyed or painted, and they've got some wear and some time and age to it, so it's so well done. Now take a look at all of these ropes and these buckles with the metal links and everything. I mean, that is some really good craftsmanship right here. It's great tailoring, it's great attention to detail, it's a lot of eye candy, you know? You don't just look at the figure for 2 seconds, you kind of dig in there and look at all the details. Now let's take a look at this head sculpt. The head sculpt, I think, is super nice. I can see Alec Guinness, and I can see a little bit of Ewan McGregor in there. I don't know if that's on purpose, or if I'm just kind of like seeing it a little bit, but it definitely looks like a de-aged Alec Guinness. You know, he's not fully gray yet, he's got all his hair, but you can see the highlights of the gray starting to come out. Now that we've got the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, I kind of feel like this character here, this figure kind of fits into that timeline of what they're doing with that show. Now we got the hood here on the robe, and there is not a wire, so you kind of have to just kind of get it on there and try to place it and finagle it a little bit, because it won't hold a shape because they just didn't give us a wire. But right there, look at that. I think that looks great. This material's super soft and it falls really nicely, so, you know, I think that works for me. So moving down on the figure, you could see some nice weathering and yellow and aging on the tunic here. All those color variations really add a nice dimension to all the clothing. And then we have the pleather belt here. And the material that they use for the robe is so soft. It just falls and it looks kind of heavy, which is great. We got the tears and some of the weathering there at the bottom. The boots are absolutely great. They're sculpted beautiful, weathered nicely. We've got that nice little two-piece boot, so you get a lot of articulation out of that. And we've got detail all the way down to the treads of the boots. All right, let's do a quick 360. This will be Obi-Wan Kenobi without the lightsaber attached. This figure is great. It really is. I do wish the body was a little stronger, because they do have kind of weak joints and everything, but hopefully it'll hold up over time. I really do love this version of Obi-Wan, and I'm really looking forward to them putting out a version of Ewan McGregor in this timeline from the new TV show. That's going to be an amazing figure. I can see it already. Now, here is how I'll be displaying him in the collection. I absolutely love this look with the hood up and the lightsaber out. Honestly, they did a great job on this figure. It's just so badass. Alright, and that's about it for Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Mythos from Sideshow, 1/6 scale. What do you guys think about this figure? Do you own this figure as well? And also, are you looking forward to get a Ewan McGregor version of this? Because I would love that figure from that show in my collection. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by and supporting the channel. Please like, subscribe, hit that little bell thing. It's all free. Thank you again, and I will see you all on the next video. Take it easy.